Before I get started on the best of beauty products, there are a couple of leftover items from the non-beauty products that I wanted to discuss with you. For keeping my handbags clutter-free and organized and making it so much easier to change from one bag to another are the handbag inserts that I bought this year. I had gotten the ones from Person. I did that video on it earlier so that you could see the Person. This is another one I got, and they come in 2 different sizes. It has good space inside. It has the ability to open this and have even more space, and the ability to open this and have additional space on both sides. So if you have a very large bag or a tote bag, it'll keep everything organized. Now these are considerably pricier than the ones that you can get on eBay or the ones that you can get on Amazon like this. And I do have several of these that I had bought long before I got the other ones, and these are good. They have a lot of different pockets. You can get yourself nice and organized. Let me tell you the downside to this one for me. If I have a handbag that is not as structured on the bottom, if it doesn't stand on its own with nothing in it, I need the more structured one, because this one sits flat. So this is something that is not going to be a problem when it's in a handbag like that. And I really like it. They have the handles so I can easily transfer it from one to another, and it's worked out extremely well for me. There is nothing wrong with these, and I certainly would still use it under some circumstances. But for me, best of for this past year would be the Person inserts, and they do run sales on them quite often, so you can usually pick something up that's not going to be crazy pricey. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about is a bra. We have been talking about, I guess some months ago, about bras that, you know, if you have something off the shoulder, or you're wearing something strapless or one shoulder or whatever, is there a comfortable strapless? Well, I wound up getting this, and this is on Amazon. It's really pretty, actually. Now, I would not have gotten this in the pink. I would have gotten it in one of the neutral colors, but they didn't have it in my size. It was very, very limited. This is interesting because if you take a look at the inside of it, it has got a hand in here, so it gives you support on the side, so it really helps, and it does stay up. This does not start to fall down. You could dance in this, you could run, and you don't have to worry about hiking your bra up all night. So that is a best of for me as well. The particular brand of this one, let me see. I don't know. I just bought it on Amazon. I'll try to link to it. No, it doesn't mention a brand name. Pricing was pretty good, as I recall. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I will put information in the description box for you. Okay, so now we're going to get into some of my best of products makeup. Some of these may be surprising to you, some of them won't be surprising in the slightest. You know how many times I've talked about my Miraness Invisible Fill BB makeup. I love this thing. This is that thing that you take a tiny little bit of, oops, I took way too much, way. And this is something that if you forget to do it, to fill in little spots on your face, if you have any little divots on your face or any area that you don't feel comfortable about, you can just use this. It's so satiny feeling. It's wonderful. Tiny little bit goes a long way. And you can do it before you put your makeup on, and you can do it after. And it will work both ways. So this one is a definite win for me. I have this may be a little bit, well, let me go into the makeups first, and the makeups are going to be absolutely no surprise. I know that. I have the one that is the Mironess Flawless Revolution, and we've talked about that one before. That's the one that has in it, it's shiny, it's hard to read. It has line smoothing moisturizer. It has pore refining primer, and it has sheer color corrector. And this works really well, even though when I used it the first time, when I took it out of the thing, it looked muddy. It came out great on my face. So this is definitely one of the two, and I couldn't come down to one. It was two for me. The other one is also Mironess, and it's the Mironess Velvet Maxi Lift. And I love this one as well. Mine is in the shade Vienna. They have 2 shades lighter than this and 1 shade darker than this. And you can see it really gives me a very, very lovely finish. Does not go into the cracks. Never looks cakey. It never looks like I'm wearing a ton of makeup. So I'm really extremely happy with that. I have to tell you, this year, when it came to mascara, there were a lot of good mascaras this year. There really were. For a while, I really thought that the Lash Paradise was going to come out on the top as one of the top ones. Again, I could not come down to one favorite, one best for me for the year 2017, and it turns out to be 2. And one of them is a brand new entry into the ring. This one is the Marc Jacobs, and this was a limited edition packaging. And I have to take, the pricing on this clearly is going to be considerably more than the Almay One Coat Mega Volume. And this one I got, Kathy A sent it to me, and I would never have known about this. It would not have been on my radar. I would never have tried it. And what I did today, and I'm going to bring you in really close to make this fair, I did one eye with one and one eye with the other. Now, of course, my hair is over this eye. So, before I tell you which is which, tell me if you can see a difference between the two. Now, to be fair, my left eye has better lashes than my right eye. On the left eye, I did the Almay, and on the right eye, I did the Marc Jacobs. This is the way I did it. And I think they both look incredible. I cannot have one win out over the other. And there was a very, very close third for me this year, and that was the Ciate Wonder Wand. Wonderful mascara as well. I started out the year and I would have bet my boots that one of the Mironess products would have come in as my top for mascara, but it got overshadowed by some of these others, so surprise, surprise. As a lip product, this one shocked me. One of my favorites that I go to all the time is this Lip Wonder Metal liquid lipstick that I got from Miss A, ShopMissA. $1. I'm wearing it today in the middle. Love it. I really love it. So this is a top for me for what it is. I went through, now you know, with lip crayons, nothing can take the place of this for me. This is my Laura Geller Love Me Do lip crayon in the Honey Fizz. I think I did tell you that I bought 5 of them recently because I can't find them anywhere. And when I did find it, I bought 5 of them because I didn't want to be without it. I love this thing. It's extremely creamy. It's absolutely wonderful, and I love it. This next product may be as much of a surprise to you as it is to me. I have said many, many times that I am not a lipstick pencil snob. I use whatever lip pencil that I can get that does not pull on my lips, that gives me a nice smooth line and it doesn't drag, that I can find. I found this about a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, at Walgreens. It is called Perfect Precision Lip Liner. It is RK by Kiss. If any of you are familiar with it, I was not. I never heard of it before. It was 99 cents. Love it. It's mechanical, so I am not wasting anything. It is smooth as can be. And aside from the fact that you get a really nice color, the other end of this pencil, and why didn't everybody think of this, is a brush. How terrific is that? So if you want to brush it on or smooth it out, there you go. So this is a winner for me, and I want to pick it up in other colors. 99 cents, how can you possibly go wrong? This is what it looks like. I love it. Who knew? For my eyes, for eyeliner, I still absolutely love my slide-on, glide-on eyeliners. I think they're absolutely wonderful. However, for my waterline, my very favorite and the one that I come back to time after time after time is my Smashbox in this light pink. If I do this in my waterline, it really opens my eyes up. With most looks, it works extremely well. I really love it. I don't remember what I paid for it. I know it was not a lot of money, but I really love this. This is definitely top for me for this year. You know, I've spoken about it so many times. The ombre stick, the Marinesse ombre stick, the concealer ombre stick. I use this every single day. I gave one of these away in the giveaway, and I bought several backups for myself because small container, you think, oh my God, it's expensive for very little product, but the truth is it goes so far. And it is both highlighter and concealer, and top notch for me. I wouldn't want to be without it. For a powder, my powder go-to this year, and again, I don't have experience with a lot of them as a lot of you do, and I know a lot of you talk about several that you get in the translucent powder. Mine is the Marinesse. It's the Studio Magic BB Pore Powder. It is extraordinarily finely milled, and it does not crack as long as the product I'm using for a concealer does not crack. So this has worked out extraordinarily well for me. This is something I bought late in the year, and I think I bought it based upon something that Tati had on. Tati makes me spend a lot of money. This is the Tarteist Pro Glow To Go. I love it. Up to that point, I was always going back to my my Stila highlighter. But this, I mean, this is really nice. Take a look at it. So it gives you the two highlighters, and it gives you a bronzer, and it's very powdery on application, but if you take a look at it, so it gets powdery as I do this. I tap it off, but take a look at the payoff, and this is so easy to take with you if you want it on the go. And if that doesn't make my old skin look a little bit younger, I don't know. I think it does. I like it a lot. This is something I will carry with me. Tarte's Pro Glow to go. And it even smells really good. Smells a little like food. I'm a foodie. But I really like this one a lot. For my brushes this year, I have to tell you, some of my favorite brushes, I don't know that I can do a best of for brushes because, again, I'm not that sold on any one of them over another. These dollar brushes that I had gotten, and I noticed when I looked at the site again, they're all sold out. The ones that I got on the ShopMissA, the AOA Studio brushes, these flat ones, especially the eyeshadow, love these, and the very big one that they have that is for me a finishing brush, I love that one as well. I really do. Some of the other big ones, not so much, but this comes out definitely in my top group. That having been said, I really go to all the time. I tend to go back to my Real Techniques brushes. I like these a lot. I am, with that dolly part of me, very attracted to the colors. And they're sort of color coordinated for what they're used for. And that helps me too. You know, you have the purple ones, the orange ones, and the sort of hot pink. I love these a lot. But again, I can't really quote any one of those as a must-have per se, but any one of them that you do get and use, I think is really good and something that I would be very happy to say that I go for. I have this big brush that I had gotten at one point. I didn't realize the size of it when I ordered it. It's a Becca brush, but I really love it. I use this a lot to finish off all the products on my neck. It does a great job, it really does, and it covers a lot of territory. So I love this brush, which now needs a good dose of Zote soap. But I think it's terrific. I know that I'm going to be missing some, and I know I'm going to want to kick myself afterwards, but this is a good start. I really, really like a lot of these products very, very much. So I hope some of this has been helpful to you. And, oh God, I forgot to talk to you about my favorite, I'm sorry, I forgot to talk to you about my favorite eyeshadow palettes. One of my favorites for the year, to be sure, is the Ciate of London with Chloe Morello. I love this one. I've used this one quite a bit. I will continue to use this one. I love the colors in it. I love the payoff. It does not have a lot of kickback. It does not have a lot of fallout. And I'm extremely happy with that palette. Another one that I love, and this definitely is in my top for the year, no question about it. For $10, my sultry palette. And I find myself, with all the palettes that I have, going back to this one and the natural one a lot. I really do. So that tells me that that is definitely a top one for me. That's the Profusion, and that's the one that can be bought through Profusion or at Target. And I think it's great. But the one other one was my Modern Renaissance. But I have to tell you, I will be doing, showing you a dupe for that very shortly. And I think the dupe is a really good, really viable option for you instead of the Modern Renaissance. And the Modern Renaissance can be pricey. So there's a huge difference. Can't find the palette, but this is, you know, these are the colors. And I will show you the other one as soon as it comes in. And I guess that's about it for now. So Is it helpful? Let me know. Are there any products in here that you're familiar with and that you use and you have found to be really good? If so, let me know. Take care. See you soon.